The January 6th committee has proven to be one of the more effective, constrained, sober, and bipartisan committee investigations in the modern era, which has put a lot of pressure on Donald Trump. Now they're heading towards the last scheduled hearing that we know of, which will be in prime time next week. And as it happens, because they don't control the scheduling, the final hearing will coincide with the first criminal trial of someone facing jail because of their dealings with the committee. Steve Bannon has tried to cut and run and get some kind of deal, but it has not delayed what will be a Monday trial start. Also, you have Peter Navarro, who's the second person facing a criminal trial over dealings with the committee. And he, as I mentioned at the top of the hour, this is news. He has just formally declined a plea offer, according to DOJ prosecutors. That's interesting, and we're going to get into that. He would also face jail time if convicted. He is legally presumed innocent. Meanwhile, growing questions about the role in this coup. We've reported on something that was initially not fully understood, just how all those people that Trump's own aides and lawyers didn't think should be in the White House in the first place, how they got in. Well, it was a Navarro aide who snuck Michael Flynn and Sidney Powell into the unhinged December meeting. Now, Navarro told us here on The Beat that he disclaimed anything about that. He has, of course, accepted responsibility for all kinds of things that he claims were allowed, like his so-called sweep. But we also found this clip of him publicly promoting the idea back in December 2020. And was it a bad idea or wrong to pursue the military to seize American voting machines?
That I would like to get more to the bottom of. That's not something that I would have put forward by any stretch of the imagination.
I think we need a special counsel that we put in place before Inauguration Day to get to the bottom of this. I think we need to seize a lot of those voting machines.
Special counsel and the voting machines. And remember, it can be hard to figure out who to take seriously or not. But Donald Trump wrote the January 6th announcement tweet by beginning with a reference to Peter Navarro's report. He could have cited anyone or anything. He cited Navarro. And Navarro, who clearly decided that he does not want to be linked to that military meeting, as I showed you back in the day before he knew how much this would be investigated, was talking very similarly about the same idea. And here's what else he said on The Beat.
The report I did, the 3-volume Navarro report on peternavarro.com, by the way, voting machines were like a footnote to a footnote. There was just so many other things going on. I've never been a machine guy.
False. Only Mr. Navarro knows why he wants to minimize that. But here we're showing you from that Navarro report that he has been so passionate about promoting. This is the same report that Trump tweeted about in the announcement of January 6th rally and the secret march. You see the words voting machine there. There's a whole subsection in his report about voting machines. This was the plan. That report was mentioned in Trump's tweet, as I've told you, which is very important because we're seeing the circle close on some of this stuff in ways that even people like Mr. Navarro now awaiting trial are trying to run from. Peter Navarro releases 36-page report. You see it here, and by the end, be there will be wild. There are still things we don't know, and there are still things that subpoena-backed investigators will find out that journalists only have pieces of. That's just how it works. But a lot of this is coming together in ways that look worse than they even looked back then, which is really saying something.